The air grows heavy with anticipation as you approach the grand facade. Ivy clings to the weathered wood, whispering tales of another time. Pushing open the gate, you're enveloped in the scent of ancient woods and secrets long buried. Before you lies the Winchester Mystery House, a mansion that defied logic and embraced the shadows. As you cross the threshold, you're greeted by an opulence frozen in time. Crystal chandeliers cast shimmering pools of light on Persian rugs covering intricately carved floors. Upturned velvet sofas seem ready to cradle guests who never arrived. In the parlor, a grand piano awaits a sonata that will never be played. You wander through archways adorned with faded tapestries, each room more elaborate, more haunting than the last. But it's in the house's nooks and crannies that the true mysteries unfold. Up spiral staircases leading to nowhere, you peer through windows revealing not the outdoors, but glimpses of rooms within. Through doorways, you see not the promise of a reception, but solid brick walls. Unlatching a door, you step into a hall of mirrors, your reflection endlessly receding before vanishing into the gloom. Touch a cold, unyielding knob and turn it slowly. And when you push the door open, you find yourself in a room where the wallpaper seems to writhe like tormented souls. In the library, towering bookshelves conceal not stories, but secrets. The leather-bound volumes hold cryptic symbols and indecipherable scripts, as if knowledge too terrible for mortal minds has been sealed within them. Sunlight filters through stained glass windows, illuminating motes dancing in the air above velvet cushions. In the conservatory, exotic plants with gnarled, grasping vines twine around marble urns, hinting at the untamed wilderness just beyond the manicured gardens. Within these four walls, time seems suspended in an eternal twilight. Shadows stretch and contort, taking on macabre shapes. The faint whisper of voices echoes through the halls, murmuring secrets carried on spectral breezes. Are these the remnants of laughter and conversation from a bygone era? Or do the spirits of the Winchesters linger still, forever trapped in their mansion of mirrors and memories? This grand estate wasn't merely a residence, but a labyrinth of shadows and intrigue. Now let's delve deeper into the enigma of the Winchester Mystery House, where reality bends and the veil between worlds thins. Sarah married into the Winchester family through her union with William Wirt Winchester, inheriting a share of his immense fortune. Their bond was deep, sharing a love for travel and collecting art and artifacts from distant lands. Yet their happiness was not without its thorns, for two devastating losses awaited them in their twilight years. First, William passed away, and soon after, their only child also departed this life. Grief-stricken and alone, Sarah sought solace in the ethereal realms, consulting spiritualists to connect with her departed loved ones. It was through one such seance that the chilling prophecy reached her. The spirits revealed that not only was Sarah and her late husband destined to join their son in the afterlife, but they also held a deep resentment towards her. The reason for their animosity, they claimed, lay in the Winchester rifle, a weapon that had maimed and murdered countless individuals. As a result, the spirits demanded retribution, threatening to curse Sarah unless she appeased them. Fueled by desperation and longing for peace, Sarah decided to heed the spirits' message. She chose to abandon her familiar surroundings in New Haven and embark on a journey to California. Guided by a psychic, She hoped to find a place where she could atone for the sins of the past and find solace for her tormented soul. Her destination, an isolated farmhouse near San Jose. Upon arrival, she purchased the property, which had been neglected for years, its previous owners having abandoned it due to rumors of hauntings. Little did they know that Sarah's arrival would plunge the house into even greater turmoil. With unwavering determination, she embarked on a series of renovations that would transform the humble farmhouse into a labyrinth of mystery. She engaged the services of architects and interior designers to reimagine the dwelling, imbuing it with a blend of Victorian elegance and Eastern mysticism. As the house grew, so did the number of her employees, providing jobs to a community that had suffered greatly during the economic downturn of the 1890s. For 8 years, the construction continued under Sarah's watchful eye, though the plans for the mansion were shrouded in secrecy, known only to her. Some whispered that she was driven by a desire to thwart the spirits that haunted her, while others believed she was orchestrating a grand performance to captivate the public's imagination. Regardless of the truth, the end result was nothing short of extraordinary. The sprawling mansion boasted over 160 rooms connected by a network of staircases and hallways that defied conventional design. Here, staircases ascended to ceilings and extended downwards to basements. Doors opened to reveal not welcoming rooms, but solid walls or windows offering views of neighboring rooms instead of the outdoors. Floorboards creaked ominously, while unseen drafts stirred the air, carrying whispers of unease. As Sarah aged, her grip on reality seemed to slip, replaced by a growing obsession with numbers and patterns. The house became an intricate puzzle reflecting her fragmented psyche. Each room was meticulously designed to align with her increasingly erratic directives. Years passed and the once vibrant woman became a recluse, rarely venturing outside and shunning visitors. Her closest companions were her niece and nephew, along with a rotating staff of caretakers, servants, and gardeners. She doted on her niece, even leaving her a generous inheritance in her will. However, the house remained her primary focus, with its intricate design becoming both her legacy and prison. By the time of her passing in 1922, the Winchester Mystery House had become a tangled web of staircases, secret passages, and misaligned windows. At her funeral, the doors to her mausoleum were left open, allowing her spirit to roam freely, perhaps seeking the solace she never found within the house's shadowed halls. Now let's unravel the enigmatic persona of John Henry, the caretaker whose life became intertwined with the Winchester Mystery House. John Henry, the African-American groundskeeper, found himself inexplicably drawn to the peculiar abode. Intrigued by the tales surrounding the house, he ventured closer, hoping to catch a glimpse of the elusive Mrs. Winchester. His curiosity led him to apply for a position as a gardener, and he was soon hired. As he tended to the sprawling grounds, he noticed a change in the weather. While the outside world basked in sunshine, the atmosphere around the house remained perpetually chilly. He dismissed it as a quirk of the old mansion until he heard the unsettling sound of footsteps echoing within the house, even when he knew it was empty. One day, Sarah Winchester summoned John Henry to her office, entrusting him with a key and instructing him to open the attic door. To his surprise, the door led not to an attic, but to a dark and narrow staircase. He cautiously descended, finding himself in an underground cellar. Fearing for his safety, he quickly retreated back to the house's main hall. From then on, he avoided the attic, believing it to be a portal to the underworld. He wasn't the only one who experienced such unsettling phenomena. Other caretakers shared stories of strange occurrences, lending credence to the house's reputation as a haunted labyrinth. As the years passed, John Henry remained loyal in his service to Mrs. Winchester, becoming one of her most trusted employees. He was among the few who were allowed to witness the strange rituals she performed in her private quarters. During these seances, he heard disembodied voices that guided her in constructing the house's winding staircases and secret passages. He watched as objects moved on their own, seemingly influenced by unseen forces, and he felt the icy fingers of the unknown brush against his skin. Although he couldn't explain these events, he came to accept them as part of his extraordinary job. He continued to serve the enigmatic Mrs. Winchester until her passing in 1922, at which point he retired from the Winchester Mystery House. As the house opened to the public, he watched with a mixture of fascination and apprehension as visitors explored its shadowy depths. Although he had witnessed the most terrifying of the house's secrets, he took his secrets to his grave, leaving us to wonder about the truly sinister happenings within those haunted halls. So what are your thoughts on the Winchester Mystery House? Could this have been the home of ghosts? Or was there another explanation behind Sarah's strange actions? Share your thoughts below and don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.